Good morning. My name is Arunagiri Mudaliar. I'm an author, a world-class trainer, an international sportsman, and a successful industrialist. Good morning. I'm going to share my thoughts about self-discipline. When it is said that self-discipline is a key to the godown of success and happiness. As a trainer, as a coach, as a mentor, I have realized that among all the habits, self-discipline is the most crucial one which every human being should try to cultivate. First, I would like to remove some of the misunderstanding about this concept of discipline. People feel that discipline means something which is a rigor, something which is enforced upon, which is something stringent, which removes your freedom. Actually, it is not so. Discipline is what will give you freedom. Discipline is what will give you power. And especially if it is imposed from outside, then it becomes restrictive. But that's why the word self is very important when you talk about self-discipline. It has to come from within. You have to feel that I want to regulate my life, I want to schedule my life, I want to lead my life in certain parameters. And this would give me or enable me to really enjoy life in its entirety. I would like to give a small analogy, which was said. A small child was flying a kite with his father, and he was feeling that the kite is flying well, but he was feeling that he made a comment to his father saying that the kite would go much farther if the thread was not there. Father, in order to teach him a lesson, took the kite from his son and just broke the thread and let it go. And he said, "Now what happened?" He said, "I lost control. I lost my kite." This exactly, and from there he said the thread was the discipline and the kite was flying depending upon how the thread was taking it. So similarly in our life, friends, if your thread or the discipline is not there, your kite or your life cannot fly higher. I would like to make three statements which would give you an idea about different areas of life. Especially in terms of time, you should say that there's a time for everything in its time. So if you are able to manage your life, your behavior, your actions, depending upon these, managing the time in the proper perspective, it will automatically enable you to use the most important resources of your life, the time, in the best possible manner. Time for everything in its time. Second is about organizing your life. They always say that there's a place for everything in its place. If you are able to manage this, if you are able to have self-discipline of keeping things in the right places, and when you use it, when you take it, again keep it back, you will be able to retrieve it and thereby save a lot of headache, stress, strain in our life. So in terms of organization, it's very, very important to have a place for everything in its place. And if you are able to maintain this in terms of the self-discipline, I promise you, each of us would be able to lead our life much more effective. And third, in terms of the management, when we are managing people or when you are working as a team, there should be an accountable work for everyone, everybody accountable for the work. Like here again, there is a discipline in terms of everybody knowing their job responsibility, everybody knowing their job description, and then putting their best efforts to fulfill their job, and then also being ready to be called for account. And if you are able to maintain this, if you are able to do this in a proper perspective, automatically you will see that the job gets done much better. Today, most of the reason why many organizations are not able to touch their excellence or become more effective is mainly because there is no clear-cut demarcation as to who is supposed to do what job. And this leads to a lot of confusion and chaos, and ultimately the organization suffers. But if there is a discipline in terms of accountability, if everybody is clear about what they are supposed to do and they do it with full realization and consciousness, automatically they would be able to achieve very high amount of results. So these are the four things which I wanted to highlight in terms of time, in terms of organization, in terms of your management. Friends, I would like to appeal to all of you that take self-discipline as a crux of your life. Right from what time you will get up, at least schedule 1 hour every day for your physical fitness, because this body is your vehicle in the journey of life. The quality of your life will depend upon the quality of your vehicle. Spend time improving your mind, mental, by reading books. Be in the company of spiritual people. Work on your spiritual well-being as well. And if you are able to discipline and allot time to cover all areas of life, you will be able to really enjoy this beautiful gift of life which all of us have been blessed with. Thank you.